Coffee Shop. Written by Yellow Jacket Boy. Read by Arashi. Man, another boring day. It was boring, much too boring. At the least, I got to see my beloved Shumai. As usual, students began pouring out of the school. I start walking out, catching my beloved in the corner of my eye. Shumai! Kokichi yells, throwing himself onto him. Ah! Hello, Kokichi. Aw, my little... Kokichi starts, quickly interrupted by Kaito.
What is this, Psyche K?
What the hell are you doing here, Kokichi? Me and my bro are gonna go get some grub. Nendo in real? No, guys, Shuichi says, shaking off Kokichi. I have to go home. I have work I need to do. I'm sorry, maybe another day? He says, looking a little bit sad. Fine, but we have to be alone because I don't want to spend time with stinky Kaito, Kokichi whines, looking away. What? Kaito yells, looking offended. Kokichi and Kaito are practically almost fist-fighting. Shuichi sighs and walks away.
Yeah, definitely Psyche K.
What? Kaito, you idiot! We lost him! Kokichi whines, running off. Oh man, Kaito remarks. Shuichi finally gets distance, looking behind him and seeing how the coast is clear. Or at least he thinks. He turns and walks into the local coffee shop. Typically, he does his homework here, or at least until they close. His uncle typically isn't even home, as in, barely ever home, but he doesn't mind. In fact, Shuichi enjoys it, since when he is, he's typically in a bad mood. Today is especially bad, because he's gotten a difficult case, this one involving an actual murder, but he's been putting it off and hasn't even opened it yet. 4:06. Perfect. 3 hours to spare. I'll have a latte and a coffee cake. Can I have that warmed up? The usual? All right. Shuichi, is it? He nods, giving his card. Kokichi, on the other hand, has been following Shuichi, noticing how he always stops at this coffee shop and doesn't see him again until the next day. The purple head strolls in, seeing how Shuichi already took a seat, coming up with an idea. Hi, can I get whatever the blue-headed boy that just ordered got? Kokichi says, tilting his head. Sure. So that's a latte and a coffee cake. Would you like that to be warmed up? The barista asks. Yeah, whatever works, Kokichi says, looking for his wallet. After smacking the barista with his card, he waits for his order. What a typical order for my beloved Shumai. But now comes the real fun. Kokichi takes his order and sits at the table right next to Shuichi. At first, he doesn't notice, too deep in his own world of taking notes. After he finishes another page, he brings his head up from his books, catching some of the striking purple-headed's hair. At this point, Kokichi was just bored and scrolling on his phone until he notices the detective staring at him, confused. Kokichi? Kokichi sarcastically looks at him. Huh? Who's that? Do I know you? He snickers, tilting his head. You've been neglecting me, Shumai. You really don't want to piss off the ultimate supreme leader. I can have thousands of people after you. Shuichi smiles, looking back at his work. I'm sorry, Kokichi, but I just can't. I have lots of work to do, and I'm just busy. Shuichi looks bittersweetly. But, Shumai, is that what I ordered, too? He asks, looking at Kokichi's food. Kokichi gets embarrassed, his face turning a deep shade of crimson. Yeah, it is. I was wondering what my handsome Shumai likes to get at such a run-down coffee shop, but no surprise, he has wonderful taste, Kokichi says slyly, giggling. Kokichi, how about this? This weekend we can spend time with each other. I can pay for it, too, whatever we end up doing. Kokichi becomes ecstatic, clasping his hands together. I'll forgive you, my beloved. Sounds like a plan.